So if there's anybody that is more guilty of the Gaza siege and the Gaza genocide than the Israelis, it's the Americans. Of course, the Americans are responsible for Palestine. Of course, all those dead babies are because of America. It's an empire, 900 military bases, 150 countries. We control and own the world. Being a police of the world, we're going to get our nose into things that aren't always going to be right. And so I think by spreading our tentacles, all over the world, we're only asking ourselves to either A, be a target for violence, or B, get involved in some shit where we're the aggressors and occupiers and we're the ones that's genociding. And so that's not a good deal. It doesn't help working class people. Some information I just found out actually about this conflict, and the reason why I want to make this entire whole thing is the origin attack of the entire siege. They were sitting there blaming it on Hamas. There's like 3 Hamas people fired some rockets, so therefore they had to do this entire genocidal siege because of Hamas. Now, this had happened if the several things about these 3 gentlemen and the 3 rockets that they shot off. It was a rogue group, right? So it was a rogue group who typically wasn't part of the Hamas crowd, and it's not the real reason they invaded. The point of those strikes from the rogue Hamas group was in retaliation to an airstrike, and 800 Palestinians were arrested hours or the day before. So 800 Palestinians are arrested. There's an airstrike. They drive by, bomb the fucking place, and then there's Hamas rockets. So who initiated this war? Who started this war? Israel started this war. They started it over a lie. Where have we heard that before? A war being started over a lie. They do the same shit America does, and that's why it's so hard for oppressor or imperialistic Americans to actually be able to see what they're doing in Palestine. Israel attacked Gaza first. Israel attacked them with an airstrike, with air power, probably with our F-16s. And then they arrested 800 Palestinians without any charges, rounded them all up. Talk about just, shipping them out to the concentration camps, put them in trains and just ship them all out to the concentration camps, right? So no one's more guilty of the Gaza conflict than the Israelis. Then it's the Americans, right? I'll stop being a sarcastic bitch when you stop being a stupid fuck. Some nations, such as Poland and Thailand, allow the CIA to establish secret prisons or black sites on their territory. Some, like Syria, Jordan, Pakistan, and Egypt, tortured suspects the CIA rendered to them. Some, like Macedonia, Georgia, and Sweden, delivered suspects to the CIA, essentially hand them over to be tortured. Some, like Canada and Britain, provided intelligence that the CIA then used to capture, render, or interrogate more suspects. 54 nations are implicated in the CIA torture scheme. New report shows that a central element of the Bush administration response to 9/11 was itself to spread terror on a global scale. So Bush administration response to 9/11, they just want to spread terror on a global scale, right? How dare some rogue element think they can attack us, the empire, without us doing something about it? And yeah, so when it comes to real terror, who are the real terrorists? 54 nations, CIA. Ron Paul is talking about cutting the CIA out for good. The other Kentucky women posing a threat to the GOP. This is Kentucky Emerge. We're starting to see some women come up and out. And good, because we need to see more women in politics. Hopefully we'll get more child care and people that are compassionate towards children instead of a bunch of fucking warmongering psychopaths. 5, it's not enough. There's a lot of South American countries has a quota. At least 25% of the people have to be that are elected have to be women, which is, again, they're half the population. There are mothers, there are teachers, or grandmothers, or daughters. And this is what the world is really about, right? To raise children and to carry on the species, to love one another, to care for each other. So, of course, we should care about our women. When you have a good woman in power, then things can change. We don't want any Sarah Palins, but we'll take some more Ashley Judds. My husband has killed more young girls than Boko Haram could ever do. So you want to sit there and talk about the 200, 300 girls that were kidnapped? Well, they're bombing schools right now in the United Nations. Over 1,500 Palestinians have been murdered. Many of them children, most of them civilians, and then 40% of the population have been pushed out of refugees, all because of Israel's aggression. Israel started it, Israel invaded, Israel's attacking, and Israel's not stopping. They can't stop themselves. They can't live next to somebody without taking their shit. They're imperialist, right? They just keep on acquiring more and more land. Boko Haram are amateurs compared to the U.S. government. Bring back our girls? You mean the ones killed by drone strikes or the ones we fund Israel to kill? Which girls you want to bring back there, Michelle? Weapons of war do not belong on our streets. Only they do, because they're all over the place. It's not Mayberry anymore. We don't see any Mayberry police officers. What we see, the militarization of America, the totalitarian fascism of America, the rise of fascism. Our strategy, according to Arun D80 Roy, should not only let's see, our strategy should be not only to confront empire, but to lay siege to deprive it of oxygen, to shame it, to mock it with our art, our music, our literature, our stubbornness, our joy, our brilliance, our sheer relentlessness, and our ability to tell our own stories that are different from the ones we're being brainwashed to believe. The corporate revolution will collapse if we refuse to buy what they are selling, their ideas, their version of history, their wars, their weapons, their notion of inevitability. Remember this, we may be many and they may be few. They need us more than we need them. Another world is not only possible, she's on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Every empire, however, tells itself in the world that it is unlike all other empires, that its mission is not to plunder and control, but to educate and liberate. Every empire said the same shit. Edward Said. Wanted encouragers. We got a surplus of critics already. Thanks. Ender's Game, Orson Scott Card. I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept. I will end cannabis prohibition. The enemy is fear. We think it is hate, but it is fear. Mahatma Gandhi. When both the Republican establishment and the Democratic establishment attack the same candidate, then you know you found your guy. Huh? Like Obama? How long does it take to decompose? Paper towel 2 to 4 weeks. Banana peel 3 to 4 weeks. Paper bag 1 month. Aluminum can 200 to 500 years. Plastic bottles 450 years. Disposable diapers. Fishing line, plastic bags. Takes a long time for those things. Plastic bags, 1,000 years for a plastic bag to decompose. Coal keeps your green car running. The EPA is finally taking down the coal industry. What part of coal is clean? Our electric car runs on coal. Haha. Nonviolence. This is equality. So when you're not dominating and controlling other people, take a look at this. This is how equality looks. You trust and support each other, support her and his goals in life, respecting her and his right to their own feelings, friends, activities, and opinions. Respect listening to his or her non-judgmentally, being emotionally, being emotionally affirming and understanding, valuing opinions, non-threatening behavior, talking and acting so that she and he feel safe and comfortable expressing him or herself and doing things, seeking mutually satisfying resolutions to conflict, accepting change, being willing to compromise. Economic partnership, making money decisions together, making sure both partners benefit from financial arrangements, share responsibly, mutually agreeing on a fair distribution of work, making family decisions together, responsible parenting, sharing parental responsibilities, being a positive, nonviolent role for the children, role model, honesty and accountability, accepting responsibility for self, acknowledging past use of violence, admitting being wrong, communicating openly and truthfully. Men and women, let's get some equality around here. Let's start treating each other better. Here's Eric Jasiri stank face. Glassy eyes. Oh. Eric Cantor defeated by Tea Party challenger. Big fucking news. Eric Cantor is a majority leader, the House majority leader, beaten by the Tea Party challenger. We seeing what's happening, before Mitch McConnell. This is a big ass fucking Republican going down. Are we going to see Mitch McConnell go down? If Kentucky takes Mitch McConnell out, oh man, and the Republicans don't win this next election, oh man, I don't see them recovering. When are they going to recover? Will they ever recover? Can they recover? Do they have a message that the general American people can actually get down with? So Eric Cantor, what just happened to Eric Cantor? They went and explained it, but essentially he just got beat out, right? Got beat out by the Tea Party. He wasn't against immigrants enough, and he wasn't cutting enough taxes, even though he was kicking ass. So here's Esmeralda with the goat hiding in the shadows because she's a gypsy. And this is what gypsies do. This man is incredible. So, Estill County teen, he had lost his father. The community continues to show overwhelming support for Joe Snowden, the teen who lost both of his parents within the short span of just 2 weeks. A benefit concert will be held today in Lexington to help the high school senior. I thought it was actually just more than him losing his parents. I thought it was like losing his parents to marijuana or something. Then he started this marijuana thing. Maybe not. I don't know. Estill County, it sucks to lose both your parents. And then Joe Snowden, is he related to Edward? Estill County is also in Obama County. I think both of them, both years, 2008 and 2012. Estonia, the Bank of Estonia. Over 100 people joined Norman Finkelstein for civil disobedience outside the Israeli, embassy. Norman Finkelstein was a Jewish person, lost both of his parents to the Holocaust, and he can't stand this type of shit. This type of shit is what he saw his parents die to, and we're watching it again. Here's a bunch of blood and shit all over the fucking floor. All hospitals have reached their full capacity in the Gaza Strip. Injuries and dead bodies are on the floor. Gaza's Ministry of Health has called out to the world for emergency aid. Will anybody help? That's the question. 1,636 Palestinians killed, 8,840 injured. Even more. The body count keeps on going higher and higher. 1,600 so far that we know of. 1,600 bodies. More dead babies everywhere. Everywhere we go, dead babies, dead children, dead babies. How many more dead babies we got to see before America actually pulls its head out of its fucking ass and stop being an imperialistic fucking evil bastard? When are we actually going to do something different for ourselves? When are we going to build a better world for our children and actually start to be, have some solidarity? We're the hippies. We never got our promised land. When did we ever get our freedom? We don't even have a right to our own bodies. The war on drugs throwing motherfuckers into prison when they ain't even done anything to anybody else. And here we're fucking bombing the fuck out of kids. Our priorities are so fucked up. Our priorities are we fuck with people. That's what we do. We don't love. There's no compassion, no love at all. We just fuck with people because we want to be capitalist bastards. We want to fucking take the resources, spend some fucking money, take the fucking resources, and then say, fuck the world. And sucks, man. God will wreck your plans when he sees that your plans are about to wreck you. So that's nice that God does all that, right? Then a thought came across Joseph's mind, right? Poor fucking Joseph hangs out with Mary, takes care of her, and takes care of another kid, and gets very little credit. If God created Adam from mud and dust, couldn't he create his own son instead of fucking my wife? He also didn't get consent, so God went ahead and impregnated Mary without getting consent. So that's rape. Without consent, that's rape. And so God raped Mary, did it right in front of Joseph, right? That's a fucking bullshit story. Immaculate conceived. Give me a fucking break. She lied. That was just a fucking bitch trying to keep her man. She lied, right? You've never heard a woman actually do that? Sit there and say that the kid is someone else? Ashley Judd's mother did that. Ashley Judd's mother did that to either Winona or Ashley herself. So that's what fucking Naomi did, okay? So yes, of course women do that. Yeah, it's yours. No, it's I didn't cheat on you. God put this baby in me. You believe me, right? Yeah, I believe you. Man is the most insane species. He worships an invisible God and destroys a visible nature, unaware that this nature he's destroying is the very same God he's worshiping. Hubert Reeves. New commandment, thou shalt not use God as an excuse to oppress, harm, or genocide others. If you need the threat of external torture in order to be a good person, you're not a good person. This kid's going places. Not college, but, places. He's going to go places. If Wall Street can borrow money at 0.75%, so can college students. We need to stop treating students as profit centers. Wall Street can borrow money at 0.75%, and they're sitting there making us borrow these fucking loans at 8%. In Mexico, that shit's free. College is fucking free. In Europe, they want their people to actually get educated. Free fucking college. They want smart people. They want better engineers and scientists and not stupid fucking behavior everywhere you look. 8% is what they're fucking charging me with interest. 0.75% is what the fuck Wall Street can borrow. Why the fuck do we give Wall Street, big ass fucking bankers, the wealthy, the fucking rich? We give them all the fucking welfare, all the fucking corporate welfare. We give them all of our goddamn money. All the taxes are going for these fucking assholes. You want to talk about fucking food stamps? Fuck you. You don't know shit about fucking Wall Street. You don't know shit about the banking industry. And you don't know shit about corporate America. Corporate America, this is a corporate state. And the corporate state means it's fascism. You use violence to defend the fucking banks and the fucking rich people and the goddamn politicians. They care more about the fucking rich than they give a fuck about you. They're using students as profit centers. You're goddamn right, that's what they're fucking doing. $100,000 in debt for what? To learn some bullshit fucking so-called education, which isn't education? That's fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. And so much fucking money just to better yourself for a chance to get a better job. Just a chance. Just the opportunity. Get it? No, it's fucking bullshit. And then you go to school and it's all fucking obedience and oppression. It doesn't stop. Totalitarian fascism is here. It's everywhere and it's the norm. If you see somebody resisting, speaking up, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right because that's an oppressed person trying to fucking talk. And even if you're nervous, speak up anyways. Even your voice is shaking, you say what the fuck you gotta say. 33 U.S. cities ban sharing food with the homeless. Good fucking job, America. That's so fucking great. 33 U.S. cities. Now you can't share no fucking food with the homeless. If you share food with the homeless, you know, you might be a Christian. You might be a good fucking person. But now this America, these fucking Christians are the evilest motherfuckers on the fucking planet. They've swallowed God and Adam and Eve and all the other fucking bullshit. So whoever fucking told them that shit, that's who's controlling them and manipulating them. And that's who's going to control and manipulate them till the day that they fucking die. Fuck, the people that believe in God are the most moral, unethical fucking people in the world. Look at Gaza, look at Israel, look at the Crusades, and look at the Spanish Inquisition, look at the genocide here, look how we keep on bombing Iraqi people. Fuck religion. Fuck religion. And then they want to sit there and say, don't give food to the homeless. Christianity, this should slap fucking, you know, all the Christians in the faces and they should be pissed off and up in arms, but they don't care about other fucking people, especially poor people. They're Americans. They're more Americans than they're Christians. Americans don't give a fuck about other people. Christianity should make them better, but it doesn't. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. I've actually heard this attributed to Socrates one time, but regardless, great minds discuss ideas. You can theorize about this idea or that idea and do different things. If you're a smart person, if you're a dumb person, you're just going to gossip about what other people did, because that's all fucking dumb gossipers can do. Average minds can discuss events. This thing happened, that thing happened. Great minds discuss ideas. GOP Bible, blessed are the children, for they shall go hungry, to fund subsidies for big oil companies. Fuck the GOP. What do these patriotic Americans have in common? All these fucking bastard fucking dickholes are draft dodgers. They shitted on fucking Clinton for doing the same shit they fucking did. This guy, Ted Nugent, crapped his pants just so he didn't have to go to fucking Vietnam. He shit himself, right? I don't want to go to Vietnam. I just shit myself, right? Muhammad Ali stands up and this little fucking coward motherfucker talking about sucking on machine guns and shit fucking shit himself. Mitt Romney, piece of shit, draft dodging motherfucker, clearly don't love his fucking country, hates America, wouldn't fight for America, right? That's what they try to brand Bill Clinton up as. Fucking Dick Cheney hates America. Bill O'Reilly hates America. Fucking Trump with his stupid ass fucking hair hates America, this fucking country. All these fucking bastards hate this goddamn country and they want to fucking go back to 100 years ago when segregation and genocide was the fucking norm. Why do I have to go to school? Well, I'll tell you why you got to go to school. So you can be molded into a state-approved homogenous drone that cannot think outside of the prescribed consensus. You will learn to repeat information instead of how to think for yourself so that you don't become a threat to the status quo. When you graduate, you'll get a job, pay your taxes in order to perpetuate the corporate system of indentured servitude. Why are you going to school? To become an obedient bitch, to become cannon fodder for the war machine, to become an obedient bitch ass nigger slave for the fucking corporation. So you're nice, obedient bitch ass slave to the corporations. So that way you obedient yourself, you get down on your knees, you do what you're told, shut the fuck up, just like school. There's one dictator and you're not the boss. You don't get any power. You can't have conversations with other people. You sit there, you shut the fuck up and listen to your daddy, listen to your mother, listen to your fucking dictator and do as the fuck as they tell you to do. Get the fuck out of here. This is America. We're supposed to be free. Jean-Jacques Rousseau says that we were supposed to be free for the first 12 years. They're shoving us into these goddamn schools, telling us what to fucking do at the houses, making us get fucking jobs. At what point do we decide when we become ourselves? When do we get to be a chance to become our fucking selves? When do we get to find out what the fuck we like and don't like? When do we get to make our own decisions? You're going to sit there and tell me that I'm a autonomous, sovereign individual, but you made me into a bitch-ass sheep fucking slave, nigger, you know what I mean? Like, and that's rhetoric. It's rhetoric. Nobody wants to be a fucking slave, but it's almost like white people don't want to fucking understand. They don't want to try to listen because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. They weren't ever fucking slaves, right? But they were. There was white slaves. There's white slavery today. It's called wage slavery. But the Irish, the fucking mix, they're being thrown off the fucking board. You know, an African, a strong African was a good worker. You didn't want to lose a strong African worker, but a white person, who gives a fuck? So you want to talk about slavery? I don't know. Eventually it just got the black folks, but when they had white slavery, which there was lots of white slavery, the, you know, it's fucking bullshit. What the fuck ever. Slavery's fucking bullshit. Anybody doesn't understand that, you're murdering people, the oppressors and the oppressed. They need each other, but we need to break that relationship because hierarchy is destroying everybody and everything in its path. Fuck hierarchy. Let's get some freedom. Let's get some democracy. Let's start talking to each other and getting along with one another. Jesus Christ. My name is Reuven Moskowitz, and I'm a Holocaust survivor. And why? Was a Jew trying to break the blockade of Gaza? In his own words, it's a sacred duty for me as a Holocaust survivor to protest against the persecution, the oppression, and imprisonment of so many people in Gaza, including more than 800,000 children. Now, I, as a Holocaust survivor, cannot live with the fact that the state of Israel is imprisoning an entire people behind fences. Dr. Moskowitz says, adding that it's just immoral. What happened to me in the Holocaust wakes me up every night, and I hope we don't do the same thing to our neighbors. He said, adding that he was comparing what I went through during the Holocaust to what the besieged Palestinian children are going through. I acknowledge apartheid exists. Senator Mitch McConnell loves the murder of Palestinians, couldn't get enough of it, automatically jumped up and says he loves Israel. He loves how Israel murders everybody. He's also now fucking introducing an amendment to halt the flow of the unaccompanied alien minors into the Commonwealth, right? Because that's what Kentucky is known for, having lots of Mexicans come into this fucking state. Get the fuck out of here. The Mexicans, they help on farms. They get paid, you know, fucking dirt, fucking wages, and then they do the labor that white people won't do. So the few Mexicans we have here are hard-working motherfuckers, and I don't hate them. They've done nothing wrong or nothing bad. There's not enough Mexicans in Kentucky for there to be an immigration policy. If anything, actually bring them Guatemalan kids here. We got plenty of space for, you know, give them a mountain. Give them one of these decapitated mountains. One of these mountains that the fucking coal companies just destroyed. Give them one of them. We got space for fucking children. We got space for people. And so for people to be such total assholes against brown-skinned people, fuck this race-baiting motherfucker. This is a Southern strategy fucking piece of shit right here. Fucking be racist. He knows all about white Kentucky, you know. Just fucking use race-baiting and then you'll get your fucking vote, you fucking piece of shit. Fucking, he's Nixon. We live in Nixon's America. Everybody, Nixon, you know, he went down and resigned and shit, but everybody past Nixon have been doing Nixonian type of shit. This motherfucker wants to say a protester who recorded him saying some bad shit was like Nixon. Fuck him. He's as Nixon could be. And then he basically attacked that person because he got control of the media, right? He's the fucking, my God, he's the fucking speaker of the fucking, you know, whatever, the minority speaker of the Senate. So, right, he's introducing a bill that's stop anybody from ever coming to America ever, especially if they got brown skin, trying to race bait the fucking people. My amendment makes clear these minors should be treated humanely and returned to their home country immediately, not shipped across the nation and housed at taxpayer expense. Taxpayers' expense is going to be sending them back, right? So, fuck him. He's a bastard. He wants to send the fucking Guatemalan kids back, and fuck him. You know, we need compassion. We need love. We need people that actually give a fuck about others. You don't think his hatred against the Guatemalans translate to his hatred of fucking poor Kentuckians? Get the fuck out of here. This poor fucking Alabama piece of shit. This fucking Alabama fucking GOP bastard. We internalize everything, let thoughts destroy our insides, burn down all the self-confidence, drown our happiness in a hurricane. We destroy ourselves and we pick back up the pieces with bloody fingertips and bloodshot eyes. We internalize everything. We let thoughts destroy our insides, burn down all the self-confidence, drown our happiness in a hurricane. We destroy ourselves and we pick back up the pieces with bloody fingertips and bloodshot eyes. Dear Palestinians, if you want to live, stay away from the children, because the children are Israel's favorite targets. So the children and families aren't standing in front of the fucking Hamas. They're aiming for the fucking kids, right? This patched, fucking flied, stinky ass motherfucker, Benjamin Netanyahu, is the fucking president. Yeah, the fucking Republicans kiss this motherfucker's ass and treat this guy nicer than they do Obama. They fucking love Israel. Republicans, Sarah Palin, they couldn't get enough of Israel. They fucking love Israel. Love to see the massive slaughter, the wholesale slaughter of an entire nation of people. They couldn't get, you know, they get off to that type of shit. There's children playing soccer. They get kidnapped in the streets. It's a video. I can't play it here. It's just a screenshot. But so they're kidnapping children who's playing fucking soccer, because clearly playing soccer, that's terrorism. Jewish Voice for Peace in Seattle's blocking entrance to the Boeing company to protest a role in Israel's assault on Gaza. Wow, cool. Just people laying in the street. You know, that's a fucking, this is something. Something's happening right now. They're laying in the street taking pictures. Did they stop them? Probably not. Probably got arrested. It's not obvious to you yet, this is the 8th journalist killed. So Israeli people are not just killing Gaza children, Palestinian children, they're killing United Nations fucking people. They're United Nations schools. They've already blown up 6 shelters of the United Nations, including 1 school. Now they're fucking killing journalists. 8 journalists have been killed. They're killing anybody and everybody. They don't give a fuck. This is Israel's fucking shining day, this bright shining moment. They did this shit in 2008 when Bush or Obama first got in. It's because he's black. It's because he's black. The Israeli fucking government think that they need to fucking show America how this is how the world works, okay? Israel does whatever the fuck it wants to do, and you all support us. So get on board, right? Almost seems like it's like man and woman, right? Woman goes out, get in trouble, and then man has to cover it up. Woman's beating a fuck and murdering all these Palestinian fucking kids, and then Big Daddy America going to protect her and make sure she's allowed to do as much criminal fucking activity as possible. Okay, I'm for women's rights, I'm for men's rights, but I'm also for children's rights too. So no, I don't fucking stand up for that type of shit. Fuck the oppression. Latin America stands up with Gaza. So look at these countries. The countries issued a statement condemning Israel and Gaza. They've recalled an ambassador from Israel. That's huge, recalling an ambassador. The country has cut or limited relations with Israel. Bolivia said fuck Israel. We're not. Cuba says fuck Israel. We're not even going to fucking play their stupid ass games. And then this country right next to Colombia. What is that? I forget. But they're also saying fuck Israel too. So South America's on board. Half of the continent, half of the American continent saying fuck Israel. What's the other half going to say? Are they going to pay attention? Have they turned their TVs on? Do the American people know that they're responsible for the fucking genocide that's happening? Your life is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. Prime Minister Netanyahu appears to be possessed by the devil. He needs Pope Francis to exorcise it to become appeased. Pope Francis should cast out Netanyahu's demons, the Nicaragua president says. An Israeli strike killed this man's only child. Why'd you kill his kid, America? Hey, Americans, why'd you murder? Hey, Kentuckians. Hey, America, Kentuckians, Louisvillians, Meade Countyans. Why do y'all put up with this shit? Aerogel is a material with silicone dioxide so light it can rest on a flower without bending its petals. Israel's style of public relations. So, quick guide to Israel's PR methods. We haven't heard reports of deaths. We'll check into it. The people were killed, but by a faulty Palestinian rocket or bomb. Okay, we killed them, but they're terrorists. Okay, they were civilians, but they were being used as human shields. Okay, there were no fighters in the area, so it was our mistake, but we kill civilians by accident. They do it on purpose. Okay, we kill far more civilians than they do, but look how terrible other countries are. Why are you still talking about Israel? Are you some kind of anti-Semite? Test this against the next interview you hear or watch. Gaza, nothing more shameful than attacking sleeping children, says Ban Ki-moon. Nothing but words from the UN, but why would we expect anything else from an organization as Tony Blair's its Middle Eastern peace envoy? Just a wee reminder that taxpayers of the European Union were responsible for the building of hospitals and United Nations schools, etc. in Gaza. Is there any chance of the United Nations protecting these institutions that we all helped to build? Ban Ki-moon has been the most useless UN Secretary General ever. Gaza, approximately 1,000 casualties worldwide, condemnation. Syria, 170,000 casualties, worldwide silence. We talked about Syria. We thought about going into it, but there is a fucking genocide that's happened in Syria that the world is turning their eye to. But we believe in nation-state theory, so nobody from any nation-state is going to, infringe upon someone else's sovereignty. But that's the fucking deal, isn't it? The United Nations, anywhere genocide happens, seriously, we're going to be a fucking empire. Let's start doing good things. When people start genociding people, we should be the good guys. And if we're not going to be the fucking good guys, let's pack our bags and go home. We can't police the world. We're not doing a good job at it. We suck at it. And we keep on stealing other people's resources. We go into countries over lies, and then real fucking tragedy and genocide happens, and we don't do shit about it. So we're not a good arbitrator of justice. And we don't treat people fairly. So again, like Edward Said says, every empire goes in saying that they're here to spread, happiness and democracy and everything that's good with the world. But really, it's all about conquest and oppression. Stop the fucking imperialism. Stop oppression. Stop, the whole cosmic dynamic for the whole world is oppressors versus the oppressed. And I side with the oppressed. I stand with them. So here we have, meanwhile, in the West Bank, Israel's under terror threat. Palestinian suicide homes have been ramming themselves into peaceful Israeli bulldozers, right? So these homes are just running into the bulldozers, and they keep on picking on the poor bulldozers. The children's heads, the heads of the Palestinian children, they're using their heads to block the rockets, right? They're hurting the rockets. They're using fucking bodies to fuck you all. That's what the fuck media is trying to fucking tell you, and people are fucking going along with it. This is embarrassing. The more I fucking hear about this piece of shit, the more I fucking hate him. Fucking Will Smith is just a fucking bastard, right? Smile, positivity, everything's good, and fuck you. He's a shitty rapper, highly overrated actor, and this is a new low, even for Hollywood. And, you have people are getting mad about celebrities taking a stand in. This motherfucker flies to Israel and say, "Hey, what's up?" Well, guess what? How they would have treated Will Smith if he was growing up in Israel. He would have had to go to his own school. There's there's apartheid, there's segregation, right? And then he would have rode in the back of the bus in Israel. So, the fact that they're shaking his hands and treating him actually decent here is it's shocking. It's shocking because they're a white supremacist racist group. And also, take note of the sunglasses. You wear sunglasses so you don't have to, you dehumanize people. You don't want to look in their eyes. You want to be able to kill Palestinian children willy-nilly and not give a fuck, That's the reason for the sunglasses. But maybe it's just sunny. He's got that hat, right? So he got a hat, so have some sunglasses. Whatever. Fuck Will Smith. 42 senators blocked the bill that would limit tax breaks for U.S. companies to move operations overseas to avoid U.S. taxes and exploit cheap labor abroad, including Mitch McConnell. Mitch the bitch, white supremacist, fucking piece of shit, Alabama fuck, twat, nut, head, dick, shit, piss, fuck, cum dumpster. Job applications are stupid. What do you want us? Why do you want to work for us? Oh, I've always had a passion for frozen yogurt. Nigga, I'm broke. We cannot just point a finger at Israel. Nothing will be stopped until America stops to support independent researcher and writer Soraya Sepapor Ulrich says, if anyone is more guilty of Gaza conflict than the Israelis, it's the Americans. So we've come full circle. Remember, Israel's the one that started this war. They started the fight with the arresting of the 800 Palestinians, and then with the airstrikes, fucking driving and flying and doing this type of shit. So when you see this shit, this is what started the fucking war. This isn't what's ending the war. This is what's starting and perpetuating the war. The reason why the whole world's pissed off about it because it's so fucking clear, and also people know America's responsible. So wake the fuck up, America. Look what's being done in your fucking name. You like all the dead babies, you know, in your fucking name? Then say something to people. At least speak about it and say that it's fucking bullshit. Fuck. Genocide, murdering fucking children. You can't even say that's fucking evil. There's something wrong with you. The fact that we need to protest the entire fucking world just to say that the murder of children is wrong, humanity has already failed.